Good evening. It's Thursday night, second install of the Sick Podcast Anvil Show. Sorry that I was absent on Tuesday night. Was a little bit under the weather, so I missed the Phillip Rivers talk. But don't worry, there's more because he's still the starter, even though there was news that another quarterback that has given this franchise a lot to talk about is back to practicing, just not back to being ready to be a quarterback or whatever they say. It doesn't matter. Sammy, start me up, please.
Turn up your volume. Because you're about to listen to the Sick Podcast. Anvil Show.
Intercepted! Marlon Jackson! Marlon's got it! We're going to the Super Bowl! We're going to the Super Bowl! Marlon Jackson with the interception! He picked off Tom Brady!
The sickest Indianapolis Colts podcast. It's gonna be sick.
It is going to be sick. We have some things to do. Chris, if you will, please pay the bills before we get this thing started.
Absolutely. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, makes every playoff moment feel bigger with playoffs coming up, of course. DraftKings has your back with early exit protection. If the player in your eligible NFL prop bet goes down at any point in the first half, you still get paid in cash. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SICKSPORTS. That's SICKSPORTS, all caps and no spaces. That's code SICKSPORTS to turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over, age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
Yes, sir. And that is the official sound of the Evil, which means we are live. Please like, subscribe, follow on all the things, Twitter or the X, whatever you call it, Facebook, and of course, YouTube. Please and thank you. Boys, there's no Sunday game, but there's a Monday game, and that Monday game is us, Indiana Knights, version 3, year 3. But Phillip Rivers is the guy that trots out there. I'm not even sure. Nope, I'm lying. Last year, Indiana Knights was against the Lions, and Anthony Richardson got to wear Indiana Knights in play. But Anthony Richardson, it was reported today, he was back at practice. It's next to his name as LP, so light practice. There was some throwing. He was doing some movement stuff, like, some individual drill work. But they're going to once again take their time integrating him back. Maybe it's for fear of the eye. Maybe he still needs to learn more. I have no idea. So as it's slated right now, Phillip Rivers is the guy again on Monday Night Football. And how do we feel about that?
You know what? If if I didn't see the game this past Sunday, I'd be sitting there like this team is determined to put me into a loony bin. However, I still feel like this team is determined to put me into a loony bin, but I don't actually feel as bad, knowing for a simple fact that, I mean, you got what you got out of Phillip Rivers, because like Pat and I talked about last week, we talked about the fact that from the neck up, this was a guy who had the best football mind at QB in the game. But we know that from the neck down, there was going to be some limitations, except for in certain areas, because you don't have 12 kids with certain limitations. So let's just get that out the way right now. But if we're being completely real, the physical limitations, did they show up? Absolutely. But they didn't stop him from being able to still make the game manageable and make it manageable enough. So I honestly, if I'm going into this game knowing that we're going to be going up against the 49ers, who I don't know that the 49ers defense is better than Seahawks, I actually feel a little bit more confident going into this one than I did before, because now, I mean, the 44-year-old guy has a full week of preparation. So he's not just coming off the couch, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm not feeling dejected by, losing that game against Seattle, especially since I said 17-14 and, it was as close as it was. So That's where I am with that.
Pat, where are you at? I have a lot to say about that.
I know you do, but before you get to talking, what would be your game plan
It's gotta
coming
be.
into whoever your quarterback is? What would be your game plan for this game, Clyde?
It's got to be more of the exact same that you did last week.
Not just even if it wasn't Phillip Rivers, even if it was Anthony Richardson.
Same thing.
Right, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. Right.
Well, not just that. I'm talking about the short passing game, that type of thing. But there's more opportunities to try something deeper with Anthony.
There absolutely is, especially against 49ers defense.
Don't do that, Pat. Don't start that.
What?
Is somebody hot micing? Who's hot micing? I feel like
That's not. Oh, my bad. I don't
like
know
there's a
what
phone
that
or
was.
something playing in the back. Anyway, go ahead.
No. Anyways, yeah,
The Niners are a
49ers.
10-4 team, though. That's the problem that I have with that, coached by a great coach and Kyle Shanahan. Like there's no give me's out there. Let's not pretend like this is a good thing. Like, oh, but we're playing the Niners defense. That doesn't
No.
mean anything.
I'm saying there's weaknesses on that defense. That's it. They're
Our
still
entire-
they're still a professional team. But my point is, Clyde, the game plan for this game would always be run the damn ball. So you can go back there and be a quarterback and be successful.
Well, he's 43,
If our-
so we might not be that.
I'm
well
right
off.
on. Actually, I'm right on par.
He's
What are you talking
he's right in the age range, ain't you, Clyde?
I'm right. I'm 4
Yeah.
months behind Phillip. I'll be 44.
But then again, you're also the size of Bryce Young too, so that's a little bit.
hey,
different.
he's
Ow.
probably bigger than me. It don't even matter. I'm just.
But
kidding.
yeah,
I know
I
man's in there.
I think I think my attitude's right there with Chris. From the head up, we got the best QB on the field,
All right. Okay. Let's be for real.
and we're going to run the damn ball,
Oh shit.
and we're going to dink and dunk, just like we talked about when we found out Philip was coming.
Oh man, I hate that I missed the show on Tuesday because there's probably so many things that y'all discussed that I would absolutely reiterate.
Oh, I guarantee. And we had the best time
Right.
ever.
Like, look here, man. Listen, just hear me out. Just hear me out. Like, this is beyond me. Like, our team was failing miserably on the offensive side of the ball prior to Daniel having the season-ended injury. I just don't understand how suddenly a guy who is in far worse shape than Daniel Jones and has far less arm strength than Daniel Jones suddenly gives us a optimistic or a better thought process on how this offense is going to change.
Because we're not friggin' Debbie Downers, dude.
It's not
We're
about
trying
being
to
a
fu-
Debbie Downer.
Yes, it is.
It's about being a realist. I'm not hate watching
we,
the coach.
we are realists. We know he's 44 years old. We know he hasn't played in 5 years. We know all this.
No.
But we're trying to find the positives in it, Clyde.
That's the problem.
Nothing of this is
That's
optimal for a
coping.
winning season.
Coping, Pat. Like I've been saying, man. Your boys got to do the steps, work the steps, get your first chip. After that first month, you can start putting foot to forward for the next chip. Like, we got to stop coping. We're coping with whatever the franchise gives us. We have to do
That's
that.
all we can do.
But you can be real with what you see. I'm still going to the games. I'm still showing up. I still watch them from 15-minute start to 0-0 on the clock in the fourth quarter. I still watch every moment. But to have this optimism and then you're trying to take loose shots at the 49er defense, stop it. Cut it out, man. Cut it out. The 49ers are a better team than us right now. Period. The Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans
they're
are better
beatable.
teams than us.
And they're
Sure,
beatable.
it's any given Sunday. Everybody's beatable.
Okay.
This is
So
a
Clyde, that's where.
snowball's
So
chance to
Clyde,
hell.
that's where. But Clyde, that's where I'm going to disagree with you because
buddy.
the only place that these teams have over us, I think maybe outside of Houston, where that defensively they probably have the better defense than we do. The only difference between those teams and us literally is quarterback. They don't have a better running back than Jonathan Taylor right now. CMC's not better. Travis Etienne, get out of here. And then what is it? Who the fuck even is the running back for the Texans? Like what? Like I understand where you.
The wrong
No, no,
thing.
no, 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 no. I'm not focused. And the thing is, at least for me, I know Pat can be a homer, but we love him all the same. But also, I'm not going to sit, but I'm not going to sit here and just say, okay, pack it in now that that's the case. Because guess what? Even if that was the case, I don't like. Here's what I want for the rest of the season. I want us to be successful, and I want Jets fans to be pissed off that they're still going to be picking late in the draft because guess what? Ain't going to be shit in the draft anyway, at least in the first round.
That's fine, man. I mean, for to each his own. But the bigger problem is we have lost many games, pre-injury and after injury now, you could say, because of situational football, man. Our head coach is terrible in situations. Those other head coaches have shown, even if they are young, i.e., Leon Cohen, first time being a head coach, that they're better in those moments than Shane Steichen. They're better. D'Amico is better than Shane Steichen in those moments. I'm going to say Shanahan, who's been to 2 Super Bowls, haven't won them, but been there, is better in those moments than Shane Steichen. And that continually becomes the reason why we lose. Okay, it's not about roster. It's not about check this guy versus check that guy. I get it. We're going to win a lot of those check marks. But at the same time, what's going to happen in the moments that matter? That's where the issue is. How does Phillip Rivers change that? And look, I don't care what nobody says, man. If we win in the next one, I got you, big bro.
Yeah, thank you. No, by the way, shout out to Dean. He's the better of 2 Olivers.
Okay, that's fine. He's older than me. He's probably a little bit wiser. I'm not gonna take it away from my big bro, but
A
let's
little bit.
let's do this. 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 Okay, let's just do this. We as a fan base have been talking now for 3 or 4 days about he put us in position to win the game. I know what everything means. I know what happens. We kicked a 60-yard field goal. Oh my God, amazing moment. If that's what if that's the standard just to get to a 60-yard field goal when that's been a point of contention earlier in the season, I don't even know where it's at, man. I don't even know where I am. I don't even know where I am anymore.
Now
Because
Tuesday,
we criticized Shane for the Denver call to get us to a 60-yard field goal, which Spencer missed, but we got saved by the penalty, and then he hit it and we won. Whatever. But the call was, why are we playing for a 60-yard field goal? And that's what we have to do.
We bitched about that on Tuesday.
That's what we have to do. That's insane. That was sure, man. I give Blake Groupie more of the credit for that situation than Phillip Rivers getting us in position to get to 60. Like, what are we talking about? This is insanity.
Yeah,
Nah,
because for every. But okay, all right. So here. So you know what, Clyde? You and I are going to be the back and forth. You and I are going to be the back and forth because and the reason because guess what? Like what's happening right now. You are sitting there saying that, and I'm going to say, other than that pick at the end of the game, Phillip Rivers never truly had us in a position where we were literally dealing with what we had to deal with. He's
the
wild.
desperation.
By the way, before we go any further, I do want to shout out everybody because we got the chat coming in. So shout out to Teresa, shout out to Meanie, Blue Meanie, what's going on? We got Sean, we got Peyton. Like I said, we have Kevin. Hey, shout out Katrina or Miss Cat, as she's eloquently called. Shout out to the better of 2 Olivers. We got brother Dion in the chat. We got Mike Molnar. Also we got Derek. What's going on? Katrina said, "Am I frozen? I am not. I promise you." Then we have Gloria. We got Seth. So by the way, shout out to everybody who's commenting. We appreciate y'all. Like, share, and comment, all that good stuff. But yeah, back to you, Clyde. You're being facetious, and I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because the thing is it dazzling? Absolutely, like effing not. Like the general reaction when you hear that they're gonna sign Phillip Rivers is why, but then you see in the game for him to be able to pass as efficiently as he did, have full autonomy, and make sure that we're checking out of things, because he could have been an a-hole and said, you know what, I'm going to try to make every throw possible. But then when he saw that we didn't, guess what he did? He did something that our head coach hasn't been doing. He audibled into runs. He's just like, nope, JT can do this. That's fantastic. And for all intents and purposes, we understand that if you in this stretch, if you want to be able to do anything, you're going to have to do something that Shane has been very reluctant to do, and that's go to JT all game. And we know that. We understand that. Clyde is stressed, okay? Listen, he's a little bit of an older fellow. He probably didn't eat his supper. I mean, he's probably going to have to do some things later on. But you know what? He's going through some things, okay?
It's just crazy to me because I'm trying to tell you, man, if this was any other fan base and we just said, hey, do you know the Chargers signed Phillip Rivers? We'd probably be like, yeah, that's crazy as hell. Ha ha, laugh it off and keep it. But because it's us, we find a way to cope, man. Like, and you have to stop it. Nobody's saying hate watch. Nobody's saying, you're not a fan of the team. You could go to the game and just have fun. Pat, I just want to go to the game and have fun. Let's laugh at crazy shit. Be like, yeah, Phillip Rivers is out there. Third and 17. What you gonna do? Hand it off to Jonathan Taylor because you can't throw it 18 yards. Let's just laugh and have a good time.
That's
but
what
to go
you're
out
supposed
there,
to do.
But to go out there and be like, this is why we gonna beat the Niners. Cut the shit, bro.
No, I said how.
But
you know how you beat the Niners? Hopefully they don't make the trip. I don't know what you.
But the thing is, if that's the case, then we've been coping for years now, sir. We've been coping for years.
The Colts running game went as Daniel Jones's fibula first went, and then it hasn't been found since the fibula went. To your point, Sean. But look, man, listen. Again, it's going to be. I will say this. This is the positivity in all of this. This can be must-see TV. I'm going to tell you why. If we pull off this win and a couple things happen in the division, the next 2 weeks with what the Colts have to play, both division games, they said that this was the most watched Colts game on CBS or something like that in the last 5 years or something crazy like that. I don't know. We have the potential to absolutely, break the market, if you will, for people that are tuning in to watch Phillip Rivers try to secure a playoff spot, but hey, maybe even win a division based on some things that can happen, and then roll this team into the playoffs. And it'll almost be like, hey, you absolutely get the opportunity to rewrite 5 years. That is a story in its own. And if WWE is listening, shout out to Triple H, send that script over to Roger and the boys and tell them to freaking sign, seal it, and push it forward. The script. 5 years later, Phillip gets to rewrite how he left Buffalo. And wouldn't it be amazing if we played Buffalo? I can keep going. Let's just make it crazier and crazy. I could just keep writing. It was amazing stuff here. Like that's where we.
If we're being completely real about what's been crazy, if we're going to write it about this season, you're going to have to include like the last 4 years, 4 or 5 years.
No.
Because the thing is, you're going.
This is a
but the thing is, this is a snapshot of a bigger picture that we've seen for years now. Because the thing is, because we gotta be completely real. Phillip Rivers coming off the couch as a 44-year-old grandpa at quarterback isn't the wildest thing that we put out there at quarterback. It's not the wildest thing that we've done. Did we not put Ashton Doolin in as defensive end this season? Yeah. Have we not done? This franchise for the longest time has been doing this. Phillip Rivers is just the newest addition in a book of crazy that the Colts have been doing for years now.
No, but okay, sure. But we're just talking about how you go from 7-1 to where you are currently in honestly 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks max. That's all we're talking about, because for the truth of me, the reality is, and I hate to say this, man, like my optimism went out the door when they're just not being honest, man. They knew how bad Anthony's injury was. They knew that. Okay. They knew that. For him to be put in a spot where he may not play again this season, you know that you're not comfortable with Daniel being backed up by Riley Leonard. You know that. But instead of making a move to secure that situation, because, probability would tell you at some point Daniel Jones is probably going to be injured. That's just the story of his career. Maybe not an Achilles injury, but something. You got to have somebody that's behind him. So now to be here is what is my issue. We went into week 15 last week to start the week with no quarterback that had taken snaps with the first team. Like, that's where we were, because Riley potentially wasn't going to play. And I don't know how many snaps he's had with the first team. But Brett Rippon, he was on the practice squad, so never elevated. And there was nobody else. That is complete negligence.
Yes, and I agree with you because that's the point that I've been making.
So what are we doing?
You really okay. So the thing is,
What are we doing?
if you want to, so the thing is, if we want to talk about Phillip Rivers, so be it. But the thing is, when we talk about Phillip Rivers, we have to talk about how we got up to that point and why we're there, because that will paint a much better picture about why we feel the way that we feel currently. And that's because of the fact that we don't like the fact that this whole entire situation was mismanaged from way back when AR got hurt.
All right, well, let's punt the ball. And that's a great segue. Because now that he's back, why can we spin up a guy that hasn't played football in 5 years? I won't even say spin up. Just get him ready to play. Because I know his mind is there. But you can get him through his quick little medical situation and, hey, look, these are the actual calls or whatever, blah, blah, blah. You can do that in 3 days and make him the starter for Sunday. But we got to hold Anthony's hand again. That's where we're at. I'm going to tell you my theory. I hate to say it. Shane Steichen, he's just over the Anthony thing. There's too many inconsistencies with what he says, than what Anthony says, than what's being reported from another source like Adam Schefter or whoever else or Anthony's camp that doesn't mesh. And then you're in a spot where you think you still have a chance. And for me, to your point, we are okay. More so, Shane Steichen is okay with going with Phillip because he trusts him. I don't think he trusts Anthony. So whatever his arm doesn't do anymore doesn't even matter. It's what this does. Mm-hmm. And I'll give him that to some credit. But to not see what this kid has, you're not going to see that honestly until we're out of contention. So if we're to lose this week and probably next week, and then it's I don't know, you got a snowball chance in hell again, then you might see Anthony in week 18. But if not, it doesn't even matter. That's just where we at, bro. And it's just bad. It's just all bad at this point. I don't even know why we keep doing this. It's bad, Chris. But anyway, go ahead, man. Give me your synopsis.
Well, I was just gonna say the only reason why I think there's any question about him coming back, or I'm gonna say with AR, because this was the first time that I've actually had a chance to see him, where his face has been in front of the camera. And the thing is now, it's just it looks like the eye is technically still healing. If you look at his actual eye, the shit is no, but the thing is, you can say you're fine, but the thing is, when one side looks fully awake and the other eye looks like it's trying to fight off a double shot of NyQuil, there's a huge difference in that.
Well,
we got to be all the way honest about it. If you saw his face,
I seen it.
You see where so the thing. So like I said, I don't want, but I understand because, like I said, I hate the way that Shane speaks. I hate the way that he talks.
He's terrible. He's terrible.
It's not good. I wish Shane could do sign language so that I wouldn't be able to understand.
We need a press secretary. We really need somebody that does our PR, and they need to be formidable, and they just need to say what they're gonna say and wrap it up. Hey, what's going on with Anthony Richardson? Nothing to report. Next question. We need that type of, because the coaches are sorry at that. They're terrible.
Yeah, but like I said, I saw the eye, and I'm just oh, okay. It looks like he legitimately just hasn't really been able to do anything.
See, this is the problem I have, because remember when Daniel said my foot's good? Okay, your foot's good. So if the quarterback says his foot's good, don't tell me what you think you see. We see that Daniel is dragging a leg too. Guess what? He said he's good. Put him out there. Why are we holding his hand? What are we doing? We can't do one thing for one quarterback and another for another. That's not okay. Is that okay for you? That's not okay for me. If the dude said he's look, there's really no issues there. I'm good. I got a regular visor on. There it is. Open, shut.
I'm
He's ready to roll.
I just feel like maybe because some people are commenting, I just feel like maybe that relationship is just it's far gone.
And that's the other side of that. So that's my point. It could be Brett Rippon right now, and I think he would still play over Anthony. That's just where I am with that. And I just don't feel like we are. You've seen when quarterbacks For instance, you could take Mike McDaniel and Tua right now. He's over that. He doesn't care that Tua is getting paid a king's ransom for the next 3 seasons. You're not playing no more. I'm done. You can see what Gannon did with Kyler. It doesn't matter that you're making a king's ransom too. I'm done. I'd rather Shane Steichen do that than keep doing this thing. And these are part of his head coaching. Yeah, these are part of his head coaching, like inabilities, if you will. He doesn't know how to, and it's not about being, at the forefront with the fan base. I can care less. Just don't have to always contradict yourself, man. What's up, Steve? That's where I have an issue with this. He always contradicts himself. Oh, this guy is my guy to the end of the season, and then a week and a half later, just kidding, Anthony's back up. Like, what are we talking about? And I feel like he did that again because he said Phillip is our guy for the rest of the season when Phillip came back. Now let something crazy happen that's not an injury, and we have to potentially turn to even Riley. Then what? Like, what are we doing? Like, just don't put yourself in a space to say something that you're gonna have to like eat your own words relatively quickly. He's just not ready to be a head coach. OC, go for it. Head coach, no.
Yeah.
Go away.
Yeah. I want to hear Pat's also in a second, but once again, it's just like gotta.
Yeah, bring them up, man. Let's ask questions.
The thing is, y'all know how I feel, and I'm going to stay on the positive side of things. Is it ideal? No. And I said it wasn't from the very beginning. It's not ideal to bring Phillip Rivers in, but this is what we got. So
you're
this
only
is
positive when you want to be, Pat. I've seen you after games. You've been fuming, foaming at the mouth. Don't be over here lying to these folks. But go ahead, say your pit.
You know I stay positive. I don't lie.
No. Go look at some of our active game reactions where he's fuming at the mouth. Run the daggone box. Don't do it.
That's just emotion.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Man of emotion.
But anyways,
there it is.
This is absolutely. This is what we got, and this is what I try to discern.
This is our Colts. What? Oh, I thought you were breaking out in song.
Clyde.
I thought it was time.
You done got beat up.
Log off.
Log off.
Thank you, Derek. 3 rings.
Log off immediately.
You're the ringmaster, Derek. You got it, buddy.
By the way, hey, Mitch, Steve, Andre, Nick Lee, hey, shout out to y'all, Alex, Raheem, everybody, Joe, Camacho Joe. But my bad, just want to make sure we shout out everyone. Go ahead. Carvey's in the chat, Stacy. But go ahead, Pat. I'm sorry,
man. How are we here? Somebody like recap a game from week 6 when we were smiling.
It's your fault.
It's my fault?
Yeah.
I'm taking a lot of blame for something I have nothing to do with. I have nothing to do with it. Omaha, all right, here. There. If that makes you feel better, Carvey, I don't know why I Omaha'd myself, but I mean, I'll do it, man. Whatever y'all want. Whatever y'all want.
I can't prove it. But you know what? I think you might be a jinx.
Like, why
you
do
might
y'all
be
live?
a jinx.
Why do y'all live with this? Like, stop it, man. Go get your chip.
Look, the only way not to is not to follow the team and not to watch the games.
Yes.
Deniability will keep you away from your chip, Pat. Stop denying. You have a problem.
I'm not denying nothing. Yeah. I'm looking at what I've got.
You're a
and I'm going with what I've got. And that's all we can do. We're fans. You're not Chris Ballard. You don't sit in that GM chair. You're not the coach. You don't sit in his chair.
I bleed blue. What are we gonna do? I got a ring light
on the sidekick is wild.
I got a ring light right here. Like, give me a football. Matter of fact, I got a football behind me. I can throw it through there. What am I gonna say? What am I gonna say?
Carvey said my boy AR is back.
Carvey, look here, buddy. You got a better chance of playing with him on Madden than he'll play for the Colts. So I mean, I have done that this season as well on my franchise. I put him in there. And he's really not that good, but you can be your own coach in that situation.
Hey, I got him up to a 90 X factor. So if the Colts need me, he'll be coach right here, baby.
There you go.
Like, let's do this.
You have to be better than Cam Turner. You have to be better.
Oh no, Cam Turner. Cam Turner is a potato. Like, he is an absolute potato.
Hey, look at Gloria.
He sucks.
Gloria, thank you for always, She come in with the. You right, Gloria. We got to work with what we got. That's what the two boys are saying. And you know what, Gloria? Sometimes
I just said that and you beat me up over it.
Well, it's different because I like Gloria. And
well, that's true.
Look, we got to work with what we got.
She is likable.
Right. Yeah, you're not likable, but that's fine. Steichen won't bench one of his best friends. Now, see, Sean, you bring up a whole other oh my god. Oh my God! They talk on the phone and all this. So, can you imagine that coaching one of your best friends? What are we doing?
Hey, he's living with Coach too, right?
He's got to be,
or he's got to be.
He didn't bring his whole family up here.
Well, now I'm gonna tell you like this. He Phillip Rivers, he gonna be our QB coach.
No,
I want him to be.
Yes, he is. He loves Alabama too much, man.
He's so if I'm being completely honest. I saw Phillip Rivers do more mentoring and developing with AR in one day than I've seen his entire tenure. We know that Joe Flacco wasn't doing it because Joe Flacco was sitting all the way on the opposite side of the bench. And Gardner Minshew, I mean,
bitch,
like Minshew was out there shotgunning Gatorade, so I'm pretty sure AR looked at him just be like, he's cool, but I'm not going anywhere near that guy. Like, I mean, if we're being completely honest, Rivers is probably giving him a crash course in how to make sure, like, he's doing what he needs to be. And I think that's what he needs to do. I think this is going to be also – I believe, and mind you, I don't want to get too far up, but I feel like Phillip Rivers is – I think he really does have a future potentially in coaching if he chose to go, outside of, like, the high school levels, but –
Nobody's knocking none of that. Nobody's knocking none of that. But I just don't think that's not the bill. You didn't bring this guy off the couch to do anything that's not going to be indirect. Like, so everything you're doing is kind of indirect. Hey, we in these drills together, or you're watching me do this. This is what I saw. This is why I did that. So very indirect, but still hands on. But he ain't coming here to be like, hey man, fix Anthony while you're here. Like, that's a secondary action, if you will. I mean, maybe even tertiary. Like, I don't even know. You can call it what you want at that point. But I mean, we listen, man. Like, I am ready to move on. I'm sorry. I'm going to watch the last 3 games. Right. Again, I'm not hate watching. I don't need to be right here. I'm not trying to be able to come back on the show or come into a space or whatever. I'm like, see, I told you it didn't work. No, that's not Clyde. I'm gonna still be clapping I clapped when we kicked the 60-yarder. I was like, man, this Blake Groupie kid might be really good. I really did. Like, you know what I mean? I was ready to be a part of oh my God, this is a real thing. We won this game. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? I was ready to do that. So I'm still very much a fan. But to sit here and watch this stuff and actually break it down, I'm like, I think this is how we can win. I can't do that. So when we do that in a few minutes, I'm just gonna kick that to y'all, let y'all say keys to victory, and I'll just be like, sounds good.
First of all, Stacy, you better correct yourself. I sung "Happy Birthday" to you.
Whose birthday is it?
It was
Stacy's birthday. Stacy's birthday was on Tuesday, but we absolutely did. Like, I made sure.
Belated.
And I even sung "Happy Birthday."
Okay. Yeah, and I had to sit through that. So what's going on?
He did sing "Happy Birthday" to my father, so that means he probably did the same for you, Stacy. I will say that he has a big heart. Sometimes it has the Grinch stuff in it, but not right now. Not when
he gave all the Grinch stuff to Clyde.
I tell you,
why am I a Grinch?
Because
you got a real friend when he can compliment you and knock you down in the same damn sentence.
That's just called.
I mean, that's duality. That's duality. That's duality.
Yeah, Cooley told me I gotta believe. Cooley, I'm trying, but it's hard, my dog. It's just not in me, man. It's just not in me. But again, I'm still watching. I'm still a part of the whole thing. You know what I mean? I'm still showing up. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. I just think that I'm just more postured for what's next. I'm excited for Black Monday, like it's like a playoff game.
Whoa.
What? I'm just being honest. I'm excited for Black Monday.
Black Monday, you guys jumped after me. You say nobody says shit to you.
There's probably a couple of reasons why that probably shouldn't be. You know what? Never mind.
Because you were talking about Black Monday in July. We're like, what does that got to do with anything right now, sir?
Actually, Black Monday in July is crazy if you really think about the entirety of what's in July. Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, it's June, but still, my point is
that man said, "I can't wait for Black Monday," and then he said, Oh yeah. By the way, when is the date when we can start looking for new head coaches?
Yeah.
Like it's just like that's
I need you not to say Black Monday, Black Friday, Black nothing. Okay, just don't say Black nothing. How about that, Pat?
What if I say I got a black shirt on?
There you go. That works.
Okay.
All right.
That's
man.
about the only thing you can say. that's about the only thing you can say.
Clyde is absolutely excited for Black Monday. This is going to be great. And again, it's not to cherish anybody losing their job. I'm not going to be like, oh man, good for him. No, because he got to go find another job. But it's a new calendar flip for the team, and it's time, bro. It is time. And I said what I said at the beginning of the year, and it's not even changing course. I just said I felt like Carly had a better chance of having a somewhat successful season by coming in here what was already there. You know what I mean? Because you just lost her father. Like, so why try to make a GM change and all that? Like, that's just too much during that time. But I don't know what's in your book. I don't know what's in what you've been jotting down. I don't know what you've been listening to in the headset, Carly. But I need you to take all of that data, all that information, all of that, and now it's time to critically think. It's time for you to go and make some hard choices. And I know we're not going to find out who we're going to get, soon as the news is announced. But Carly, don't be afraid to announce the news. And it doesn't even have to be ugly. It's a lot of people who can't stand certain people, i.e. Chris Ballard. I'm not one of them. I don't think this has to be ugly. Thank you for your service, but all of the metrics that you need to keep a job going into year 10 are just not there. Your win-loss record, no division titles, 2 playoff appearances, 1 win. You just can't keep rolling into each season with that as a plan. And I hope that the next guy understands that where we are. Look, we are down 2 first-round picks for the next 2 years. Is that something that you're able to overcome, or is that going to be a crippling factor? If so, you should leave my office. Like, she's just got to be a boss right now, and I'm ready for it because I can't do this no more. I just can't, man. Like Jeff Saturday I'm saying Jeff Saturday to Phillip Rivers in a 3-year period. I can't. I'm just not okay with that. Like, I'm sorry, fellas. Like like how can y'all constantly not think of it in that like those are the bookends. Jeff Saturday,
Clyde.
Phillip Rivers. I can't do that.
Clyde, for what we've talked about, mind you, everything that we said, birthday's tomorrow. By the way, happy early birthday, Sean.
Yeah.
For everything that we've talked about, we've literally said, and mind you, for as many times as I've said this, and you looked at me, you're just like, well, hold on. Have I not said this about Ballard before this right here? And mind you, giving you the exact same points that you were giving me right now. Even Pat is sitting there, and we've gone back and forth about this. We've been talking about this. This isn't anything new. It's just this isn't the newest deposit, because when the Sauce Gardner trade happened, everybody looking at me like, oh, what do you think about Ballard now? What do you think about Ballard now? Oh, fantastic. He fixed something that he should have fixed years ago. But I'm glad that we were able to go ahead and do this, because at the time when everything is in front of you and you can sit there and say, oh, everything looks fantastic, sure, we can go ahead and have that talk. But no, you're not going to do that, because you made one move in this tenure after you've let a room deplete once again. He went and he fixed the cornerback room in 1 year after letting that thing deplete for years. And then he went and he got Tyler Warren after he let the tight end room deplete after years. Every single time we go through this, where
I get it.
And guess what? You know what? You know what's crazy? I'm going to call it now. You can record this clip.
It will be cool.
If for some reason Chris Ballard is here next year, and there's quarterbacks that are going to be in that second round, because of the fact that the linebacker room is potentially going to be thin, or because of whatever it is, best believe we're going to be getting a linebacker.
Yeah, facts.
And that's also with Daniel potentially, whether he might or might not be on the team. That's also not necessarily knowing what quarterback's going to be.
You have a Cleveland Brown-esque room to start next season. It looks like this: Anthony Richardson, Riley Leonard. You see if the Cardinals are going to cut Kyler Murray, you potentially bring him in, and you got Daniel Jones sitting on the shelf. That's what you got to do, bro. And then you got to make some choices. That's what it is. Anthony's on his last year of the deal. Riley Leonard's probably your practice squad guy. Anthony probably is immediately number one coming in if it's just him and Riley. Probably number two if it's Kyler and him. And then you see where Daniel is, bro, and you make decisions. But again, if he's cut, Arizona is absorbing most of that contract for Kyler.
Yeah.
I'm not saying go trade for Kyler. I'm not saying nothing crazy like that. I'm saying if they cut him, then you go and see what it costs for you to bring him in. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Because you're going to have to start over. And if we're talking start over, this is what I mean. Sorry to break this news. I had to sleep on it. I talked about it in the space. These are the guys that are probably gone for different reasons. Kenny, Defoe, we got to see does Mooney even want to play anymore, because we can get out of that contract.
He does. He said that he said that he still wants to play. So
okay,
I mean,
okay, well, whatever. Z might be a casualty.
Get him out of here.
I mean, this is where we are. These have been fan favorite. Oh, Quiddy's definitely gone. Tyquan Lewis is out of here. God, I mean, I'm trying to go down the list of, man, who else? Oh, Sampson, he's out of here. Yeah, you're gonna be depleted on the defensive side of the ball, with your best players now being Latu, Sauce, Cam Bynum, potentially. You're gonna have to build it all back. You're gonna build it all back, but your offense stays intact for the most part.
Yeah, and that's the reason why. When you're talking about potentially and having the GM, and like I said, after that, I think we can go back to the actual game itself. But when you're talking about the GM, the only thing that is bad for a GM is the fact that you don't have those 2 first-round picks.
Fair.
You have a framework. The offense right now is probably, I'm going to say, about 90% filled out, to where you may have to make another move to get another wide receiver. Okay, cool.
That's it.
But then guess what you do? You go ahead, you make sure that you re-sign Alec Pierce. You see what you got after that, and then see where you go. But then you go into that 2027 year, and then guess what? You're looking at over. I think the number for 2027, the cap space, assuming that you go ahead and you potentially make decisions on those guys, you're looking at over 120 million in cap space.
Yeah, and so it's to go crazy.
So like when we're so we can say that when Chris Ballard is, like, if for some reason he's gone, for GM's looking at this, you're not going into a desolate place. You're not going into a situation where you have to try to figure everything out. You're not going to where you're not going into Tennessee with Mike Borgonzi, because, mind you, he has to fill out everything. And the only players that you're sure of are going to be Cam Ward and Jeffrey Simmons. And outside of that, you don't know who else you got over there. L'Jarius Sneed can't seem to keep himself, out of whatever trouble he's in, and he was their big acquisition. So, like, if we're being completely real, you can't sit there and say with any amount of certainty that you have that. Like, and not only that, but this division right now, this division is basically whoever can survive and stay healthy the longest throughout the season. Because even with us being where we are with the Texans and the Jaguars, I still believe you 100% have the ability to go ahead and maybe even, or I'm going to say maybe still potentially get into the playoffs. But I think it's because of the fact that, guess what? You have a good enough framework. If this offense was as bad as we believe it is, I don't think that anybody could come in and say, I don't think you could get Peyton Manning in the fountain of youth, turn it back to 26 years old, and then put him in this offense. And then, it would be like, it's still a bad shot. No.
All right, man.
No.
It's y'all time to shine, bro. So keys of victory. Pat, I'll start with you. You've been relatively quiet. Go ahead, man. Because we still got to don't we do sick picks tonight too?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
All right. So yeah, go ahead, do your keys of victory, and then we'll do score predictions and all the things that are normal.
Run the
It's
ball. Run the ball. Dink and dunk. That's all you can do with the Jaguars. I mean, honestly, this is all you can do.
This is an NFL team. Dink and dunk.
Dink and dunk.
Holy shit, this is where we live. Okay, Chris. Dink and dunk, run the ball. Sounds about elementary. Like a flag football setup. What you got, Chris?
So we talking about keys to victory, or we talking about
We talk
All
about
right.
because we got a game. We got the Niners. The
Okay,
Niners
cool.
are coming into town on Monday night. Keys of victory.
So I think the key to victory, at least against this team, if we're looking on the offensive side of the ball, I think you still want to go ahead. I think you can still very much go with a heavy screen game, or you can make sure that you just play to this O line, play to their strengths. A lot of zone running, a lot of what we can actually do, like a lot of pulling from Quentin Nelson. You don't have Quentin Nelson and think that you're just going to have him and run halfback ISO all game. Pull him. Make sure that you get him out there. Make sure that you get him and not even up the middle. Make sure that you go ahead and run him through the gaps with him. Because right now, the one thing about the 49ers on defense is that structurally their D-line is not going to be able to uphold if you can go ahead and play bully ball with them. And then on defense, I mean, once you stop CMC, they don't have any hope after that. So, I mean, it is what it is. But DeForest Buckner is also going to be back. So I don't foresee them being able to go off the way they want to.
Okay, I do have keys to victory. I'm gonna steal a line from one of my favorite movies, The Replacements. Since we got a replacement in Phillip Rivers, they had a replacement in Shane Falco. In the words of Gene Hackman, heart. Gotta have heart. That's how we win. Gotta have heart. Okay, next slide.
I like it. You're not wrong.
With your favorite in Clyde's favorite terms, cut the shit. Cut the shit. Heart.
I mean, Pat said dink and dunk and run the ball. That's about as Tecmo Bowl as it gets. So I'm saying you gotta have heart. Gotta have heart.
And nobody beat me.
And you got a shot. That's how you win the game. Okay. With that, Sammy, if you would, sick pick us, please.
It's time for Sick Picks. Brought to you by DraftKings. The crown is yours.
This is also a fun segment today. Let's start with Chris this time. Chris, what you got, sir? Sick picks. I remember when they used to be lofty. I can't wait to hear this one. This is going to be fun.
Let's see. You know what? Put down Phillip Rivers for 150 and 2 passing touchdowns.
150 is crazy. It's such a what is the over? What is his line this week? Is it come out? Has it come out yet?
I haven't even looked at his line this week.
It was
I legitimately haven't.
It was 153 last week. He had 127. You say 150 and 2 tutties. I like it. All right, Pat, where you at?
JT, 3 tutties.
What are we doing? Bro, what are the compliments? Where are the compliments to that? Like he's just going to break 3 of them things? He's got to break them. These are not sustained, like long drives that end in a JT touch. These are like he just got loose and went crazy type touchdowns, right? These are Berlin touchdowns.
Anytime.
No, I get it. No, I'm saying in your mind, what do they look like? Like the 81-yard scampers?
No.
What are we doing?
81-yard scampers is crazy.
I mean, that's what he did in Berlin. Was it 81, 83? Was it 83?
He might have a good long one.
Okay, pause. Wow.
That's crazy.
I hate you.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, he's a
long run. He might have a long run.
Yeah, long
hey,
run.
What's going on, Paul? What's going on, Paul? What's going on, Josh? Yo.
Okay. All right. So JT got 3 touchdowns. Phillip 150 and 2 touchdowns. Oh man, I am forced to go completely opposite. Oh man. You know what? Latu has his best game. Latu has 2.5 sacks. Latu for 2.5 sacks.
I really do believe that Latu is going to have 10 sacks by the end of the season.
I think so. He's what, 6 now?
6.5.
6.5. All right. Well, I'm giving him 2.5, so that's gonna put him at 9. when the game's over. So yeah, Latu 2.5 sacks is my sick pick. Offensively, gotta have Hart. I don't know if you can sick pick that. I don't know if DraftKings has a slot for Hart.
They don't.
I don't think you can put that on there.
They don't. I didn't even look, but I'm pretty sure they don't. Like I can tell you right now that they absolutely do not.
Look. I will say this: Phillip has a couple things going for him. Okay, number one, for the next 3 weeks, he's inside of a dome. So I think that absolutely helps any potential environmental factors to what his football would look like. So he has that going for him. He's playing inside a climate controlled, facility the next 3 games. Number two, and I forgot about this. There were no fans during the COVID year. So this is his first time playing against playing in front of a live crowd in Indianapolis at Lucas Oil. That in its own right will bring its own energy for both the fans and him, and that could be, one of those intangibles that gives us a chance to close out an 18-16 game at home versus trying to close it out in Seattle last week. So I'll give him those 2 things. So he has those going for him. Okay, so let's do this so we can get out of here. We got some things to promote, some great stuff. Shout out to our team that works in the background, primarily the big fella right here. He does yeoman's work. So, Chris, get into your Cialis, announcements, and then Pat, promote what's going on with the tailgate Monday night, and then we'll get the hell up out of here. So, Chris, if you would, go, sir.
Absolutely. Cialis, Clyde's favorite drug of choice.
Yep, you got to do it.
Yes.
Got to take something. Take that.
I mean, it's either that or Flintstone vitamins, but either way, please bring up the Twitter handles.
Better than fentanyl. What you Colts fans are.
What the fuck?
Got to be on something hard to believe this team is the same.
All right, man. Listen, you can find me at CJ Colts fan on Twitter. Fellas, tell them where they can find you.
At Coach Clyde on X.
At Coach Crow Eater on X.
They're both on X. And then you can bring up the Twitter page, please.
This guy, why are you like this?
You made me this way. Thank you. And by the way, shout out to Flex. Shout out to everybody watching from all different places. YouTube,
the Colts Collective,
Twitter, all that. Shout out Colts Collective.
Way to put us over 37 views.
Yeah, 37, man. I think we going crazy tonight, baby.
Woo!
All right. And then you can find us at Sick Pod Colts. You can go there for all the clips of this show, previous shows, and you'll be able to find the links to go to Apple Podcasts. Oh, yeah, we still got to do score predictions after this. But you can find us on Apple Podcasts, everything else. So make sure that you do go on there. For Pat, Z103 and Mix 105, are they still doing their stuff, or are we?
Yeah, until after Christmas.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so make sure that you're downloading Z103.com, and then also go to Mix 105. You can find them on Facebook, Z103.com. You can actually go to there, and then you'll be able to listen. Normally, they go ahead and do the rebroadcast, but they're doing all their Christmas programming. So we will be back after the holiday on there. And then also make sure that you're tuning in to VIP One Lounge Extra overseas. That's our UK family over there, radio. So make sure that you do that. And please bring up Visit Indy as well. There you go. And you can go and scan that QR code for Visit Indy, let you know everything going on in the Indianapolis area. This way you're able to see exactly what's going on, especially during the holiday season. They have, it might be if you're looking for ice skating, looking for family things, pictures with Santa for the kids, everything is able to be found on there. And you'll still be able to get restaurants, live events, different things going on in the Indianapolis area. You can find that all on that Visit Indy QR code right there. And then also really quickly, I don't know if you were able to see last week, but May 17, 2026, mark the date. There will be youth football camps coming back. We did 2 camps last year, and we have another one this year. We might have another one even after that. So this one will be hosted by Josh Downs and Tyler Warren. So definitely don't miss it. You can go on to youth football camps. You actually have it on the Facebook page, and I believe on the Sick Pod Colts page on Twitter. You can find that on there as well. That way you can pre-register. It was a great event. Like I said, the players, they interact with all the kids. You got pictures, signed things. Great event. Make sure that you're out there. And yes, make sure that you're there on Monday, this Monday coming up, because we'll actually have Marlon Jackson. He'll be there doing autographs, being able to take pictures, different things. They're doing donations for his organization, I believe. They'll be for $20 donations. That's how you're able to get the autograph, the different sign things. So definitely come out. It'll be a great tailgate. You'll actually have Maxwell Park out there. That's another one of our sponsors, because we have numerous sponsors. So that you'll be able to see them. They'll have tequila out there. So if you're ready to go ahead and just responsibly drink, then go ahead and come out. You can have Maxwell Park as well. But other than that, make sure that you're there Monday. I believe the tailgate starts at 4:30?
Touchdown Town opens at 5.
There we go.
5, okay.
Yeah. Marlon will be out doing early access for Blue Crew members. So if you're a Blue Crew member, you're allowed into the lot. So if you want to beat the general population, come from 4:30 to 5, 5 to 6. He'll be signing everybody else's stuff. But yeah, and all proceeds will go to Marlon's nonprofit, which is Fight for Flight. I can't speak on it as well as he can, but he helps kids in schools. You don't get better than that. I don't care.
Well, when you come out on Monday, when you come out on Monday, he'll be able to tell you all about it. So make sure that you're out there at 5 o'clock.
He's a Michigan man, so I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yes.
What does that mean? He's a Michigan man? What does that mean?
Just saying, he went to Michigan.
Pat, man, listen. I'm not even. Listen. I've seen Michigan recently, not for good things. You know what I mean? It's just like we're not gonna do all that. But what were you about to say, Clyde? My bad. I didn't want to skip over anything.
What school did Michael Vick go to? Okay, never mind.
I'm sorry. 10-year sanction. Say what?
Closing this door off.
Motherfucker's quick and wet tonight.
Appreciate everybody stopping by, tuning in, all the things. Yes, we're gonna have a blast. Come out, bang the anvil, take shots, meet the Tequila Park team, meet the Forge Tailgate. We're one and the same. Sick Podcast, Forge Tailgate. We're one and the same when it comes to that. Definitely, Clyde is still locked in as a fan. Don't think that I'm some Debbie Downer. I'm just being a realist. That this team has probably seen its better days, and it's just time to move on. Black Monday, not Black Friday. That's the day that I want them to spin. So, Sammy, with that, take us home, please.
You don't say either, Pat. Oh, score predictions.
Oh, wait. Don't take us home. Don't take us home. Good save, Sammy. Good save. I was about to steal second. They call me back.
5 more minutes, Sammy. Just 5 more minutes.
Tag up. All right, here we go. Score predictions. Blake Groupie, you're the man. We go as your right foot goes. So I'm just kidding. Niners, 21. Colts 15.
5 field goals.
Yep. One of them for 60, just for good measure, because that's game-winning land. So let's just do that in the second quarter. Don't punt.
What about
don't ever punt in a 60-yard situation ever again, Shane Steichen. Anyway, go ahead, Chris. What you got?
No, I got Colts win 20-14.
Sounds good.
Yep. Okay. Phillip Rivers will get his 2 touchdowns, and Blake Groupie will kick 2 field goals.
Like it. All right. What you got, Pat?
24-21 Colts.
Because JT has 3 touchdowns. One long one. Pause.
Yo, that's crazy.
Now, Sammy.
Hey, good thing you guys won't let me stay black.
Because
if I would have said that with the long one,
we don't have you say that. Why did you say it like that? Because you don't let me say black. What? What are you talking about? Like that's the reason why you can't say it now. What? What? Like who are you?
I just stole home. Take us out of here.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sick Podcast and Bill Show on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts.